Alright. It's time for part 3. Paper Mario and Luigi. Paper Mario and Luigi? Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. Luigi and Mario Paper Luigi Jam. Alright. We're currently in the Lakitu Info Center, where we can take on the Toad Search quests. I had a few that I had not done, and I said I would just start with those, so let's just kind of go through them and then remind ourselves what's going on in the story. So I've talked to the Lakitu behind the counter. He's offering one remaining quest. It's called Paper Toad Hide and Seek. And we will accept that quest. Simply find all the hidden paper toads. Little cutscene of Mario, Luigi, and Paper Mario like running across some fields or whatever while that transition was taking place. I seem to be in Toad Town. I'm on the south end. I can't leave because there's rocks in the way, as usual. So the first thing that I'm noticing is that in like the center of the town here, there's just a ring of spin flowers, so I'm gonna run through those. Try to, that is. In the storm. Oh, and to the west of this, there's yet another ring of spin flowers. Okay. The yellow one's kind of on the east middle, and blue one's on the west middle. That didn't unlock any toads, but I have noticed that in front of the item shop, which is the middle of the 3 toad houses, on the signboard that usually has a mushroom, there is a paper toad. I will interact with that guy. He hops off the board, looks around. Mario! Are all Bowser's minions gone? This problem hasn't gone away. My D-pad, or not D-pad, my joystick is... Apparently it just works fine. I don't know, the plastic came off, or the rubber came off, or whatever, the little pad came off, but it seems perfectly usable, to be honest, so that's fine. But the fact that my DS just randomly goes into sleep mode has not fixed itself. So, apologies for that. It seemed to get better over time yesterday, so hopefully that will be the case again today. Alright. Well, I'm glad you found them before they could. I'm glad you found me before they could. Thanks. Alright, and then Toad jumps up, folds himself, and goes into my pocket. Okay. To the east of the item shop was the equipment shop. There doesn't seem to be anything on the signboard here aside from the normal trouser image. Further east of that, there is the Lakitu Info Center, which we were inside a moment ago. And in front of that is a rock that was not here before. And as I walk further east, I can see, because of the way that the camera is panning, that there are 2 blue paper toads behind this rock. So I will talk to them. Wah! Ah, and they've run off. Okay, so I think I maybe haven't really mentioned this too much, but whenever I was doing the corralling, it was one of the toad quests. I had to like kind of push them into the pen on the west side of town. There were mostly red toads, but there were a couple blue-capped toads, and those blue-capped ones were a bit more aggressive about running away. On top of that, the very first time that we got the dash boots, dash socks, whatever they were, the 3 toads that gave me the socks were normal red toads, but the reason that we asked for them was because there was a toad that we couldn't catch, and that toad was a blue toad. So these 2 toads that were behind the rock, they were blue paper toads, and they have just run away. So I'm gonna try and chase them down. It seems like it's a pretty common theme with blue toads that they like to run away. So I've caught one, and it seems like also they're running around these spinflower rings. So... I totally knew it was you, Mario. I just really like running. Yeah. Yeah, we know. Jumps up, folds himself into my pocket. And then there was one other one around this other ring of spinflowers. Tackle. Okay. Oh, this is it. I'm done for. Is what I would have said if anyone else had tackled me. Thanks, Mario. Wait, Mario? You're much rounder than the Mario I know. It is really you, isn't it? Oh, I see. The Mario I know is with you. This round world can be so confusing. Well, in any case, thanks for saving me, even though that tackle was pretty harsh. Jumps up, folds himself into the pocket. Alright. So yeah, it seems like there's like a little bit of telegraphing of what kind of toad they are based on their color, or like what behaviors they're gonna have. Alright, running west now. I see there's a couple toads in the pen. There's one red toad in the back right corner of the pen that's just kind of shivering. And then if you listen, there's like a green-capped toad that's like, I think he's hiding behind the fence, and occasionally he like climbs up to peek his head out from behind it and then slides back down. Slides down, crawls up, slides down. But he's inside the pen, so in order to get there, we have to go through this crack of Paper Mario. So Paper Mario goes through the crack. I'm gonna interact with this green toad. Eep! He hopped away from the fence. I don't mean to be ungrateful, but what took you so long? Okay, up he goes into Paper Mario's pocket. And let's talk to this other toad who just snuck behind a tree, but it's not going to keep me from seeing you. Ah! Oh, you found me just in time. Why? Oh, no reason at all. Okay, fine. Bathroom reasons. Into the pocket. Apparently paper toads have to go to the bathroom. Alright, I'm gonna leave the pen with Paper Mario. That's a total now of 5 out of the 10 toads. I believe that I've basically searched outside here, double checking. Ah, no, I see one more. Okay, so on the southwest corner of town here, there's a fenced off, or maybe railed off, I should say. It's like a white, yeah, that's a fence. A white fence that's railing us off from, well, A, from leaving town, and B, there's also like a flower garden across the fence. But wrapped around one of the rails on the fence here is a yellow toad. I'm gonna talk to you. Unwrapping himself, slowly folds to the ground with a poof, jumps up. Heh, how did you like my hiding spot? Not so easy to find, was I? Not gonna say anything? I'll take your silence as respect and awe. Jumps up, folds himself into Mario's pocket. Alright, that's 6. So the remaining ones I'm gonna assume are indoors, unless I missed another sneaky one, but I'm gonna go into the westmost of the 3 houses. I think all 3 houses were open, except for the Lac 2 Info Center. The door was shut on that one. Okay, so we're in the west house. This is the one where we first talked to the Brainiac quiz guy. Table in the middle. Some drawers in the back and stuff. I just stepped in a little bit. There's 4 normal toads on the south side here, and then there's a blue paper toad that seems to be running around this round table. So let me first talk to these other toads. Those paper toads are pretty crafty. You're gonna have to look really carefully to find them all. Okay, that was one of them. Here's another one. Wondering what we're doing standing around like this? It's called a standing party. We just stand around. Join the fun, won't you? Alright. Already done. Alright, one more. There's 2 toads over here talking to each other. The yellow-capped one says, "Those flat toads are all over the village." I haven't seen this much paper flying around since the great notebook explosion of '03. The toad that he's talking to, Blue Cap Toad, says, "Isn't it fascinating how they're all paperish? I wonder what they do when it's windy outside." Alright, let's try and chase this paper toad down. And yes, it is a blue one. I'm going to mention that. He's fast. Oh, I tried to slide and missed. Alright, I got him. Slide tackle powers. I thought this would be a good hiding place, it says. But all those toads were just standing there, so I ran back and forth. Okay. Into my pocket. Leave the building. Go one east into the item shop. The item shop appears empty at first glance, but now that I've walked like a step away, I see that on the floor, part of the carpet there is a mushroom symbol, and on top of the mushroom symbol there is a paper toad, which my characters were obscuring when I walked into the room, so that's pretty funny. Oh, and I've just walked on it and it said ow. We're just like walking back and forth on it and keep saying ow. Sorry, Toad. Alright. Hops up off the ground. Congratulations! You were the 42nd, 43rd, and 44th people to walk on me today. Sorry if that came out a little flat. I'm a bit thin on material right now. Alright, folds himself into the pocket. 2 more to find. And then leave the item shop. 1 more east into the not item shop. The wearables shop, the equipment shop, that's what I wanted to say. The equipment shop person is still here. The item shop person was not. So I'm gonna talk to the equipment shop person. Oh, you're welcome. We're actually closed right now. Ah, as he said that, wait. So there's a toad, a paper toad, a purple cap paper toad that is periodically appearing on my screen right now. And it's like peeking its head out from behind the text box that this shop toad is speaking right now. I just can't focus on work until this minor paper toad kerfuffle clears up, you see. So if you could just hurry up and find all of them, I can open shop again. And you can come back to shop to your heart's and my wallet's content. No discounts, terms and conditions apply. Okay, but did I need to finish the text while it was, like, out? Or what? Because it's still gone. So on top of all of that, there is also there's like a little mushroom, potted mushroom, green potted mushroom on the east wall. There's also one behind the counter on the west wall, but the one in front of the counter on the east wall has what appears to be a folded pyramid paper toad. We're just going to talk to that mushroom. And it unfolds itself and jumps off. Oh man, you found me! I was so sure nobody would find me. Okay, into Mario's pocket. Let's talk to the shopkeeper again to see if I can't figure out what to do about this. Do you need something else? Nope, or look behind you. Look behind you. Ah yes, my shelves are fully stocked with the greatest gear. Thank you for noticing. Ah! And the text box went away, and now the toad has revealed himself. Ah! Nice looking gear, Mario, says the paper toad. Not as nice as all the stuff back there, but pretty good. Alright, and into the pocket. That's 10 out of 10. You found all the paper toads. Cleared! Toads rescued, 40 plus 10. For a total of 50 toads, and now we have 6 cleared toad objectives. We transported the paper toads you rescued to the workshop in Peach's Castle, says Alakatu. When we left them, they were hard at work with Toadette on some mysterious construction project. The whole scene was a little chaotic, to be honest. Okay, we are watching a cutscene now back in Peach's castle at the Paper Toad workshop. We're well in front of it. I'm not sure who's saying this, but there's a Lakitu looking at the door to the workshop. And the text box says, "This thing is so heavy, where am I supposed to put it?" Smidge to the right. It sounded like Toadette. Hua, done! Yeah, this is coming from inside the workshop. Shed a smidge! Okay, move a tad to the left. But Toadette, now I'm back where I started. Crash. Ugh, never mind, I'll do it myself, give me that. If you call this heavy, noodle arms! The Lakitu is just kind of looking around, like, confused, not knowing what's going on inside of this workshop. Listen, if you want to achieve greatness, you have to be willing to work for it. Just a few more tweaks and my masterpiece will be complete. Question mark from the Lakitu. This papercraft is made of the strongest, most durable stuff out there. That's why it's, oof, so heavy. So let's get it built and show those knuckleheads who's boss. Alright, back to the info center with Mario and the Lakitu. Lakitu says, Toadette said that when they finish the construction, they'd head on over to the Goomba papercraft. They're probably done by now, so you should go meet her there. Okay. So as a few reminders as to what's going on right now, Bowser and Paper Bowser finally have started their scheme. And by scheme, I mean their normal business. They have kidnapped Peach and Paper Peach and flew off. Mario and Luigi were unable to stop them because they were delayed by a PD Piranha, which I defeated. We were trying to go towards Bowser's Castle, which is in the east, but the path was blocked off by Paper Kamek bringing a large Goomba papercraft and plopping it on the road, blocking the way. Or I guess he was commanding some Goombas to drop it there for him, but in any case, that thing was in the way. So we went, instead of going east to the desert, we went north into Toad Town, which is where we're at now. And Toadette shows up and says that she should be able to build something to combat this papercraft if she had enough Paper Toad helpers, which we have now acquired by doing these Paper Toad quests. So, our next order of business is to go meet up with Toadette, see what she's built, and hopefully take out this Goomba papercraft. So let's leave the Lakitu Info Center back in Toad Town. Head towards the center of town and then south. There's a health block here, might as well use that. Don't forget to save your game. Alright, I will save my game. Game is saved. Okay, heading south, back towards the screen with the Goomba papercraft. Starlo flies out and says, Toadette said to wait for her in front of the Goomba papercraft, right? Camera pans over to the Goomba papercraft, back to Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario, and we're gonna walk over to the papercraft. Starlo comes back out, looks around. Is this the right place? Hey, chumps! From off-screen. A whole army of like 15 Goombas shows up behind the papercraft. We've wrangled all the Goomba power we need to haul this papercraft. Alright, minions. Time to put a hurt on these losers. Okay, they are now under the papercraft, carrying it. Okay, they toss it up in the air, it's spun around, and now the Goomba's face is facing us. The giant cardboard Goomba. So we run a bit to the west. Starlo is also looking in this direction, says, oh my gosh, what's that? Hi guys! From off screen. Don't worry. We've got what you need. Everyone's very excited. Oh, phew. Alright, we're running over to the side here. The Goombas are walking on the screen. Heave ho! Heave ho! Heave ho! Heave ho! Screen fades to black, and we have a Mario papercraft being carried by an army of toads. They're just kind of showing it off right now. It's a very boxy Mario. His head is very much a cube. Face is very flat. Mario, Luigi, Paper Mario are just like running on the mountain behind it. They jump onto its head. We are now riding Papercraft Mario, as it is called. View the Papercraft battle tutorial. Okay, this is a yes or no, but I will do it. Describe the situation right now, though. We're on like a giant field, and it's mostly just grass. There's some flowers, there's a bit of, you know, dirt path. There seems to be a giant target in the center. It's kind of like a circular arena, it seems like. There's like a fence around it, but it seems like there's kind of more in the background. Maybe some coins, some question blocks, some just brick blocks. I'm not sure how much of what I can see right now is just background and how much of this playable area, but let us view the Papercraft battle tutorial. About Papercraft battles. The goal in these battles is to defeat enemy Papercrafts by reducing their HP to 0. When your Papercraft takes damage, your HP meter goes down. Okay, an HP meter has appeared on the top right corner of my top screen, which has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 green bars next to a Papercraft Mario head. Okay, Papercraft controls. Move your Papercraft with the circle pad. Okay. Okay, so I can move. When I move, there's a bit of a... Since I'm being carried by a bunch of toads, there's quite a bit of a slowdown. Don't stop immediately. On top of that, you don't turn very quickly. Oh, it's not quite tank controls, but it, you know, it kind of feels like one. It's, you know, giant after all. Alright, press R to turn your Papercraft around 180 degrees. This is useful when you have to change directions in a hurry. Press L to point the camera in the direction your Papercraft is facing. Use this to quickly see where you're going. Okay, so we can target and we can flip. Oh, I see. So I just pressed R. My guy flipped around, but the camera did not. So it's kind of like if I press down, I just turn... I slowly turn to the, well, the right, I guess, until I'm facing down. But if you press R, you just turn around immediately. Now, the camera does seem to, like, slowly pan to the direction you're facing if you continue facing a single direction at a time. So it's basically the same as, I don't know, Zelda game, honestly. Especially with the L target. So yeah, if I press L, it flips the camera. I'll also note that there's like this target that I mentioned. It seems to be always in front of me about a set distance. So I assume we have some kind of ranged attack that's going to hit that target. Alright, so I've used the camera again. If you press L and R at the same time, you can simultaneously turn around and look in the direction you're facing. Okay, you do that. Yeah, that works. Very cool. Not that it matters, but you turn clockwise. Okay, Papercraft charge stations. Charge up your Papercraft's power at these spots. Okay, well, a spot has appeared underneath me. It's got a mushroom symbol in the center. It's like circular. There's a yellow ring around the mushroom in the center, and then a smaller blue ring. Whole thing is kind of flat, just on the ground. And then along the rim, the blue rim, there are 3 little circular tiles that are white with black music notes in them. They're all 8th notes. Okay. Again, charge up your papercraft's power at these spots. When the ring lights up, the music notes, press Y. Oh, okay. So there's a... there's a pink ring that's like circling out from the center. Just like it's larger or whatever, until it hits the rim. And when it hits the rim, I can press Y. And as you probably could hear from the sound, it was in beat with the music or whatever. So, small rhythm minigame to play to charge up your papercraft. After charging up your papercraft, you can use it to attack opponents by dashing or throwing. Okay, so now a papercraft Goomba has appeared in front of us. First, dash at your opponent with B. The opponent will falter and take a small amount of damage. Ah, okay, so now the bottom right of my screen I have a meter that's blue with, I think, again, 10 bars with a toad symbol next to it, which I think corresponds to the charge that I just did. And then above that there's a B button and an A button. The B button has an arrow, a dash icon, I guess, and the A button has like an arced arrow, which is going to be some kind of either jump or throw. We'll see. So let's do the dash towards the Goomba. Dash into the Goomba falters, it's knocked back a little bit. Opponents also dash to attack, but they're weak when they're preparing to dash. Try hitting opponent while it's preparing to dash. Okay, so the Goomba is like charging up. You can see because it's leaning back a little bit. Right in front of me still because I just dashed into it. Also, my charge has depleted very slightly, like less than 1 bar, maybe half of the 10 bars. So let's dash into it. Good, and it, kind of rolls back, flipping over and over until it lands a little ways back. The Goombas are still in front of me with their pedestal. So yeah, all these papercrafts are sitting up on these like pedestals, which are what are being carried by the armies of characters. So the Goombas are still here, but the papercraft itself has fallen back. Okay. When your opponent is knocked over, that's your chance to do lots of damage. Throw your papercraft at it when it's down. Make sure your target cursor is aimed at the opponent. So right now my target cursor is not, because it fell back actually further than... Okay, so as the target like is slightly close, it like locks onto it a little bit, so you don't have to be super strict, it seems like. Okay, and then I can press A, and we line up, look at it, and the Toad Army tosses the Papercraft Mario at the Papercraft Goomba by flipping it off of the the platform. The Papercraft Goomba is just completely destroyed. The Goomba Army and their platform have just disappeared. After throwing your Papercraft, you have to pick it back up. Yeah, Papercraft Mario is just lying face down on the ground right now. The Toad Army is a little ways away, so we're gonna run over there. Just walk into it and it's standing back up now. Okay, it's showing me another Papercraft Goomba. It says your opponent's back is also a weak spot. Hit it with a dash to deal lots of damage. It looks like this Papercraft has a health bar over its head. It's just a heart with a green health bar. No discrete bits or anything. It's just a health bar. Try hitting your opponent in the back with a dash. Okay, do that. It falls off. Throw your Papercraft at your opponent. Okay, we will throw it, because apparently I was close enough this time. Excellent. Attacking basics. Okay, so this is, I guess, a summary. knock your opponent over with B, throw your papercraft with A. Your best chance to knock them over is to attack its back, or when it's preparing to dash. Okay. This concludes the tutorial. Now let the battle begin. Okay, it's panning over the arena. There's definitely more going on here than the initial arena. Some Goombas, some bigger ones, some smaller ones, the charge pad. Oh, okay, yeah, so now I can see like a map. There's 2 circular arenas, the one that I started on, and then that's on the west side, and then there's a slightly larger one on the east side that has a bunch of Goombas on it. The one on the west side here has nothing to attack me, but it does have a charge pad. Although, I guess I'm fully charged, so I can't actually use this right now. I started fully charged. So we're gonna start heading east towards the other of these round arenas. And these 3 smaller Goombas all see me at once. I'm just gonna dash through them. Oh, they're all dead. Okay. The smaller ones were weak enough for me to just destroy them by dashing. It's a little hard to see, but I think I'm being chased by this big one. Oh, okay, there's like an exclamation point on me. I guess that's supposed to indicate that it's after me. Okay, 3 more small Goombas after me. That other Goomba that dashed into me is like a little confused. Okay, so I managed to turn around, defeat 2 of the small ones. I'm gonna try to dash into this other one. Okay, so I think all the small Goombas are defeated. The large Goomba is still after me. It's very slowly moving towards me. I'm gonna try and move out of the way. I'm still mostly just where I started on this platform on the west side of it. On the west side of this platform, by the way, there is one of these charge stations, which, as I walk over, it just starts activating. I'm also noticing now there's coins that I can collect. There's some brick blocks and some question blocks, which I'm going to try and break. So, question block, this is about southwest side of the circle. I just dash into it. Gives me a giant mushroom. It says mushrooms restore 50% of your HP. Okay. What happens if I charge into this wall of brick blocks? Giant cardboard papercraft brick blocks, by the way. Nothing came out, but there were some coins behind this. They weren't actually blocking it off, but it's fine. Destroy some more of these. Using power, but there's more coins. Okay, and then here again is the giant paper Goomba. Oh, it's charging up. I charged into it, but it charged into me. I seem to be stunned. I have to flick the controller back and forth. Okay, it's charging up. I dashed into it, and I tossed my papercraft Mario, and destroy the giant papercraft Goomba. Okay, let's go pick up Mario. Excellent. Destroy some more brick blocks. I got 10 coins out of that one. Okay. I'm on the north side of the arena now, heading to the east side. Oh, as I went this way, 3 more small Goombas appeared behind a row of brick blocks. And there's one more giant papercraft Goomba behind that on the far east side. In the northeast, there's a question block, which I'm going to go for real quick. Although all these guys are probably going to start chasing me. Yep, that gave me another mushroom. Oh, and they're chasing me. Okay, I just destroyed the 3 small ones by dashing into them. I'm going to destroy these brick blocks as well. I'm down to about 6 energy on my meter out of 10. So I should be able to take this guy out. Oh, he's behind me. How do I do the camera turn again? There we go. Okay. Wait for him to charge up. Dash. And toss. And excellent. It's destroyed. There we go, pick up Mario. Ah, more Goombas have spawned. There are 2 Goombas in the center. 2 large Goombas in the center now, and they're both after me. Oh, they're trying to, like, pincer me. Holy smokes. Surrounding me. Okay, I've moved towards the east side. Okay, one of them is charging up. Let's dash into it. Quickly throw my guy onto it. Now it's destroyed. Move towards Mario. Pick him up. Goomba, turn around. Okay. One more Goomba, dash into that one, and toss the paper craft. Boom, excellent. It seems like I get some energy restored when I defeat the Goombas as well. Okay, a cutscene has started. Papercraft Mega Crinkle Goomba. One more Papercraft, giant Papercraft Goomba with a crown on top. A red crown. Oh, and it just tripped on a large Papercraft Goomba. This thing is enormous, apparently. Oh, and it's back on the West Arena. I'm in the East Arena now. That one was on the West Arena. Yeah, it has like a little bodyguard, which is, I think, still the size of the big ones, but... Okay, I'm passing over this charge pad, so I might as well charge up. Okay, we've charged up. And we're gonna head towards the West Arena to try and take on this boss. Okay, so the one in front is trying to charge up, and oh god, how do I describe this? The one in the front tried to charge up, and I dashed into it, which knocked it over, but the King Goomba behind it prevented me from tossing my Papercraft, because it just got in the way. So they got split up here. I just took care of the smaller one that wasn't the boss, because it dashed into me and was stunned because it missed. Alright, so we're just left with the king now. The king is charging up. I dashed and missed it, but it's stunned because of the dash. I'm behind it, dash into it, I knocked it over, toss my Papercraft. It smushes it a little bit, but it's still okay. Go pick up Papercraft Mario before it gets back on its feet. Okay, it's chasing me down. Charging up, dash into it, good. Toss. Smoosh. But it's still fine. It's at about half health now. There's a icon in the top left. Okay, turn around. We're staring each other down. It's charging up. Dash into it. Throw the Papercraft. It's not dead yet, but we're watching a cutscene. Okay, there's a Paper Goomba riding on top of it. It says, "That's it! Now I'm really mad. No more going easy on you. Get ready for an epic stomping." Papercraft Goomba is, by the way, slowly falling apart here. It's got, like, bandages and tears and scuffs and all this stuff. It's, like, strafing back and forth, trying to circle me or whatever. It just dashed into me. And I'm going to dash into its back. And toss? Smush. It's down to 1 health bar or less. Seems to be moving quicker and doing some strafing motions now. Okay, charging up. Dash into it. Oh, that knocked it back, but it didn't knock it over. Now I'm stunned. To spin my joystick to get out of that. And try and just dodge it next time instead of dashing into it. Okay. Turn around. Dash into its back. That knocked it over. Excellent. Toss. And it falls apart. You win. Mario, Luigi, Paper Mario just jumped up. We got 4 items from that. An Iron Ball Hammer, Death Mush Jams, which is an accessory, candy, and a 1-up mushroom, and then some coins. Okay, back to the screen where we were. It's the 3 of us and a single Paper Goomba remaining. Dang it, I'll get you next time. And off it runs into the desert. Okay. So first things first, let's check out those items that I just got. Gear, rather. So Luigi has the weaker POW, so let me just give him this Iron Ball Hammer. Occasionally drops a massive iron ball on a damaged foe for more damage. Okay. This increases Luigi's power from 26 using the hammer to 40, plus 14. which compares to Mario's 31 using the hammer, so Mario's actually got a significantly weaker hammer at the moment. I could have bought better ones, but I don't feel particularly weak at the moment. But there is a discrepancy between the two characters now, but that's certainly fine. Okay, so we can look at the extras. As an accessory, Deaf Mush Jams. Temporarily give you a Deaf Up status when you eat a mushroom. Okay, so if I equip this, it does in fact equip over where the challenge wear was, which is what I was wearing, the trousers. So I can't equip both an accessory and trousers at the same time, currently. It looks like there's space for it, but at the moment I can't do it. So I'm just going to keep the challenge wear on, and hold on to the Deaf Mush Jams accessory. Okay. I'm currently at 986 coins from that fight. It's almost at 1,000. Save the game. And I'm gonna take a drink of water. Okay, so heading east to the desert. Mario notices something, jumps up, Starla comes out. Look, off in the distance, it's Bowser's castle. Okay, right now we can't see very much. There's a sign to our north, some rocks, and everything is sand. And it's pretty zoomed in, so that's about all we can see. On the map, it looks like we can exit back to the plains on the west, and we can go east. And this screen itself is got some elevation paths, and I'm not really sure what else at the moment. Anyway, Starla says, look off in the distance, it's Bowser's castle. Okay. Screen pans, fades to black, and I guess far in the distance we can see, in a giant pool of lava with lava falls in the background, a Bowser's castle. Zooming in on Bowser's castle, into the window on the top floor. Okay, we seem to be in some room with Hammer Bros, Paper Hammer Bros, Paper Goombas, Paper Shy Guy, Normal Shy Guy, Normal Goombas. Some of these characters are making Grimble Grumbles, Grumble Grumble, roar roar roar, rabble rabble noises. As much as we can see of this room right now, it's a checkerboard floor with black and dark gray, and then there's like a red carpet with a gold border on them in the middle here. The screen is like at an angle, so I don't really know how to say what left, right, up, down is, but there's also a bit of a purple fence in the background, and behind that there seems to be like a lower floor where there's some paper Koopas, but it's hard to tell, it's mostly cut off. But in the foreground here, the front of everything, there are the Hammer Bros. There's a normal Hammer Bro and a Paper Hammer Bro looking at each other, and the normal Hammer Bro says, wait, 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 how does a paper hammer do any damage at all? The Paper Hammer Bro replies, I can chuck you on the head to see if you want to see. Okay, now the Shy Guys are talking to each other. Hey, ho! They're dancing back and forth, they're mimicking each other. Just kind of moving around. Okay, now we're at the top of the staircase. And the bottom of the screen, at the top of the staircase, so we're looking down the staircase. On the top and the bottom of the staircase on both sides there are giant torches. And at the top of the staircase there are two Kameks, a normal Kamek and a paper Kamek, who say, fall in, minions! Camera pans north to the bottom of the stairs, and we have lines of lines of lines of minions, paper and otherwise. Let us hear your rallying cries. Okay, we're looking at the Kameks now from the perspective of the crowd. We see behind them there seems to be some kind of arena, maybe, with Bowser's face on it. It's again surrounded by these purple fences. Goombas! Our bodies may be stomped, but our will cannot be crushed. We will forge ahead. What do you say, Koopa Troopas? Woe to those who step on us. Our shells are strong, but our spirit is stronger. Hammer Bros, let me hear you. Our hammers fly high. Our hammers fly fast. And sometimes our hammers even hit something. Okay, that was like off in the distance. Ba-bombs! Dot 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 dot. Kablam! We're now in a different room. We're hearing those cheers from the distance. And in this room, seems like it's a bit of a hallway. The carpet that leads from a door on the left to the right. The camera panned over to the right here, where we see Paper Bowser Jr. and Bowser Jr. On the right side of the screen, there is a bag or a sack with a coin symbol on it. And then even further to the right, kind of only partially on screen, there appears to be some kind of cage. Pretty tall cage. Normal Bowser Jr., 3D Bowser Jr. says, "Hey there, buddy." Looks at the cage, looks back at Paper Bowser Jr. "I'm bored out of my mind." Paper Bowser Jr. replies, "Yeah, oh yeah, me too." "Who's the enemy? The man in the red, with the mustache, the hateful Mario." "We pledged to take him out, and his sidekick Luigi, aka the man in green. We'll just wait for him to take himself out." The cheers continue. Paper Bowser Jr. says, "Oh yeah, me too." Also bored. "Sure, we'll get a reward for watching the princesses, but... dot dot dot. I'm bored out of my mind." "By the way," says 3D Bowser Jr., "there's something I've been wondering. Where are you from, anyway?" Paper Bowser Jr. takes a step in front and looks back over. "I flew out of that book, same as my dad." Says 3D Bowser Jr. Steps up, hops up. Seems a bit more emotive now. "Does that mean if we had gone into the book, you'd... Wait, does that mean if we had the book, you'd have to go home?" "Yeah, probably." Looks at the screen, dot dot dot, looks back to Paper Bowser Jr. "But hanging out together is the only thing keeping us from dying of boredom." "Yeah, going home would be super lame." Exclamation point. "Wait, I have an idea," says Paper Bowser Jr. Runs up, jumps a little bit. "Let's just find the book and destroy it. Problem solved." 3D Bowser Jr. "Oh, great idea." Points over. "I bet our dads would like that too." "So any idea where the book is now?" Paper Bowser Jr. replies, "Nope, no clue." Dot 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 from both of them. Screen pans over to the cage, where we see both of the princesses are inside. 3D Princess Peach says, "There must be some way out of here," in small text. Paper Princess Peach just walks between the bars. 3D Princess Peach says, "Oh, that's brilliant." Camera pans back over to the Bowser Jr.'s. 3D Bowser Jr. says, "Once we're done here, let's go find that book." Paper Princess Peach sneaks back into the cage. "I've got our way out." Back to the main hall. "Who's the strongest? Master Bowser." "Who's the fiercest? Master Bowser." They're all jumping up and cheering, "Master Bowser!" And here in come the Bowsers. Let's go. Kamek's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Bowser starts. 3D Bowser, the setter at the top of the stairs, with Paper Bowser trying to get seen from behind him, walking back and forth. But 3D Bowser, taking up too much space, is saying now that we have two armies, there's no stopping us. It's the end of Mario and his pathetic little gang. Out of my way! Paper Bowser. Yeah! From the crowd. Paper Bowser pushes his way past. Get out of my way! We'll do whatever it takes to grind them to dust. Yeah! 3D Bowser gets back in front. This is my show. I'll cram the Mushroom Kingdom full of my minions. And take control! Yeah! Master Bowser! Out of my way! I said out of my way! I said out of my way! And they're just pushing each other once again. And the crowd is cheering Master Bowser, Master Bowser, Master Bowser. Back at the desert, with Mario and Luigi, Paper Mario, and Starlo, Starlo says, huh, I thought it'd be much further away than it actually is. Alright, that's where the princesses are, so that's where we need to go. Okay. Luigi sees something, points off into the distance, starts freaking out. Camera pans over to, it's Nabbit, way in the east here. If we recall, Nabbit stole from the workshop the Bros attack items. So if we get those back, we should be able to perform new Bros attacks. Okay, so let's read this sign. Sunbeam Plains to the west. That is all it says. Walking east a little bit, there is the health block. So let's hit that. All HP and BP restored. Don't forget to save your game. Okay. I will save my game. Game has been saved. So yeah, we're on like the middle west side. It seems like, based on the map, the Nabbit is in the north center. And there's kind of like an elevated path that goes from the north to the northeast, south to the like east middle, that you probably have to go like around that way to actually get up there. This is based on the map. So if I were to go into the southwest, there's probably just like item boxes or something up there. Also seems to be some spin flowers here, so let's like dash through those. There's a path to the east, heading north a little bit actually. Okay, so if I follow this path of spin flowers, it takes me basically straight to the Nabbit. I'm in the north middle now. So instead, let's head west. So I'm in the northwest now. There's some item blocks here, some question blocks. This one seems very tall. Yeah, if I try to hit it with Mario, it's no good, but with Luigi, it's also no good. Paper Mario, it's also no good, so I don't know how to reach that block at the moment. There's one more question block here that I can hit, that's 5 coins. Lining the background here, there's some large boulders, a cactus with a flower on top, some little prickly grass bush things, a pretty big cactus, and then in the back, the actual background behind all that, this is a fence. It's just sand as far as the eye can see. In the far northwest corner here, there appear to be 2 buried items, which I still can't obtain, as far as I know. Another item block here, except this one is the red, green, yellow one, which is like the volleyball one. So let's hit that with Mario. Oh no, it's not. Paper, Mario, paper, Mario, paper, Mario. It's the one that changes its color and goes over the respective character. Which is just hit the right one. There's a Spiny. I'm gonna hit that with a hammer. Oh, that was lucky. I'll describe that after the battle. Okay, 2 Spinies, 3D Spinies. One of them was a lucky hit. And we've also got a new chapter added to the battle guide. So let's take a look at that, because I have been trying to keep up with those. Hammer Guard. Oh yes, we haven't actually had to do that yet. Wielding hammers during an enemy attacks is a sign that your party can do a Hammer Guard. Ready a character's hammer by pressing and holding the corresponding button. When the enemy closes in, release the button to swing the hammer forward. This is the same as the original, at least. Don't know if the timing is the same, but... Paper Mario's copies will all take a swing when you use his hammer. The picture on the top has him, like, spread out a little bit, so it's kind of like a wide attack. Okay. Wait, hold on. The battle guide. Hammer attacks. Choose hammer to deal damage to an enemy by smashing it. Use the hammer to attack enemies that you can't stomp on, like ones with spikes. Okay, so it's Paper Mario's turn. I actually only have 4 copies at the moment, so what I'm going to do is do the copy action to fill up my copies. So I'm up to 6. Spiny is attacking Luigi. It hit me because it did not attack how I expected. The other one then attacked Mario. Now they're both attacking again. Okay. So the way that the Spinies attacked was they walked up to me and then they like curled into their ball. I expected them to just ram me by rolling across the ground, but instead they like jumped up in the air and like landed on my head. So the first one hit Luigi, the second one hit Mario, and then they attacked again one more time, but this time when it attacked Mario I managed to time it correctly, and when the hammer hit the Spiny, it knocked the Spiny into the other Spiny, which not only did damage but also flipped it over. So now we're left with a normal Spiny that's on its feet and then another Spiny that's been flipped over. In the meantime, Starlo popped out. Starlo's saying, "You know, it looks like you're having a tough time using that hammer. Want to go over to how to use it to defend yourself?" I mean, I did read the thing, and I did try it out, but I'm sure there's more useful information here, so let's say yes. Great, I'm your gal. Oh, the Spiny flipped back over. So, to use a hammer guard, you've got to time your swing just right. Mario, Luigi, and Paper Mario are all holding their hammers out now. A for Mario, B for Luigi, Y for Paper Mario. Hold the button down to start your swing, and then let go to slam the hammer down. Try it. It's oh so satisfying. Oh, okay, so I can just hold it down. So it seems like I can hold it down for as long as I like. I don't think it, like, breaks off or automatically triggers after some point. Okay, Starlo, what do you think? What do you think? Got the hang of it? Want to practice some more? No, we've got it. Let's put your skills to the test. Here comes a real enemy. Yikes! Okay, here comes the real enemy attacking Mario, and alright, we got it. And the other one attacks Luigi. Got it. Okay. Oh. An iron ball fell from the sky and hit the Spiny, because Luigi hit that one. Wow, you're a wizard with that thing. Nicely done. Okay, back into Mario's pocket. So I will note... what did I want to say? Shoot. Well, I'll remember when it happens again, I'm sure. Okay. So it's Paper Mario's turn. Paper Mario will use the hammer, which attacks both Spinies. Oh. I'm pressed the button like way too early, and it just didn't do a lot of damage. Okay, so it's Mario's turn. That did flip the Spiny over, so I'm just going to jump on it. 1, 2. Critical damage, I guess because it was flipped over, for a total of 10. Looked like 16 XP and some coins. And that was the battle. Okay, so there's a slightly lighter patch of sand here. It's like the shape of 2 circles kind of intersecting, so it's just like, I don't know, a peanut shape. On the ground here. On the upper circle, in the middle, there's a patch of 3, like, stones, it looks like. They're just these circular, flat stones on the ground. But what happened when I was trying to hit that Spiny earlier with a hammer, I hit one of these stones, and it flipped over, and out popped flower. So it looks like they're not actually stones, they're just like the bottom of a paper flower, but it flipped over. So if I flip all these over, bloom all 5 flowers that are here, nothing in particular happens. Okay, well, I bloomed them. There were 5 and like a plus sign. So that's cool. Let's head back south, and actually let me hit this health block again because I did kind of get hit a couple times in that spiny fight. Oh, here's another spiny. Here it comes! Okay. Did not manage to hit it, but it's alright. It's Paper Mario's turn. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Attack both of them for 3 damage. Excellent. That flipped them over as well. Jump with Mario. 1, 2. That's a total of 10 damage. Did not defeat it. They both flip back over and start attacking. Mario. Luigi. Okay. That killed one of them. Ah, so I remember what I was going to say. There's a mechanic where underneath the character that the enemy is going to attack, it shows a red target if it's certain that it's going to be that character, but it shows a white target under everyone if you don't know which one it's going to be, and in that case you have to figure out what the tell is. So these ones were attacking with the white target, and I think the reason is because they kind of attack simultaneously. Not at the same time, but the attack is like a single event. Like, one of them was already starting to attack as the other one finished. So this time when I hit the spiny back, the first one, the other one was already walking up, so it didn't get hit by the knockback. And then that one attacked Luigi. I think the tell in this case is pretty simple. It's just who they're standing in front of, but they're using the white circles because it's like a multi-character attack. Okay, so it's Luigi's turn now. This spiny is standing up. There's only one left. I'm going to attack it with a hammer. Excellent, 9 damage. Flips back over. It's attacking. It's attacking Mario. And I've defeated it. Okay. 18 XP for everyone. And some coins. Okay. Continuing south along the west side of the area here. There's a small area here. So the west side is mostly blocked by mountains. I can't go that way. That's just what's surrounding the walls. But there's a small like inlet in the mountains here. I don't know, we can call this an alcove if it's mountains, whatever. But I can't get in because there's this giant stone cube. Which hitting seems to do nothing. Charging into it seems to do nothing. So, at the moment we don't know what to do about that. Continue south along the wall here. Up, there's another spiny.
Here we go.
Did not manage to get the first strike on that. Paper Mario's turn. Use the hammer. And excellent. 3 damage to both of them and flips them over. They flip back over and start attacking. Mario. Mario. Spiny dodge. Achievement complete. Plus 5 points. For a total of 5 at the moment. Mario's turn. Mario attacks the spiny with the hammer. Excellent. 7 damage. Okay, that flipped it over. Luigi's gonna jump on that one. 7, 7. First hit was a critical, total of 12 damage. Oh, the spiny is... Okay, that was different. The spiny jumped up in front of Mario. That was a red target, so we knew it was gonna be Mario. And it just slowly crawled towards him, and I had to jump over it. It was not a hammer block. I guess if I had jumped on it, that would have been bad, so I managed to jump at a good time. Okay, Paper Mario's turn. We will use the hammer. 6 damage. Mario's turn. Flipped it over, so I'm going to jump on it. 5, 5. Excellent. 10 total damage. It's dead. 18 XP. Paper Mario levels up from 4 to 5. Now has 4 out of 5 mushroom rank lights. Plus 1 to all stats. Strikes oppose. Okay, Spiny's dead. Keep going south. Going up a slight hill here to get into the far southwest corner. There's a ring of coins. No hidden blocks or anything as far as I can tell. Another buried item here. I can see from here, this is a bit of a raised section. If I look back at that alcove that I couldn't get into behind the stone cube, I see a Mario block and a Luigi block. Don't know what those have in them or what they do at the moment, but I'm gonna start heading east along the south wall of this screen. Sand. Okay, I see an item block. I actually don't see an item block. I see a shadow of an item block. It seems to be so high that I can't even see it on screen right now. If I walk north a little bit, I can see it. It is pretty high up in the air. I don't know how to get that yet. Continuing east along the south wall. Here's an X pattern of these unbloomed flowers. Let's hit them with the hammer. Okay, they've all bloomed now. To no obvious effect, but dashing through them does nothing. Yeah, I don't know. Hitting them with the hammer again does nothing. Okay, we're pretty close to the southeast corner now, but I see a volleyball box this time. This one's definitely that. Okay, Mario, Luigi, Paper Mario, Luigi, Mario, Luigi, Paper Mario, Luigi, Mario, Luigi, Paper, Luigi, Mario, Luigi. New high score! Okay, well. Oh, wait. I wasn't even getting coins until I started hitting the high score, was I? Let's try one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14. Yeah, I guess it's once you hit the high score, you start getting coins again. So it's not like each block has coins until you fail. It's just there's a shared high score and you can get as many coins as you want. I seem pretty bad at these though, so I don't know if I'm really going to spend much time on them. Anyway, continuing east to the southeast corner. Seems that there's like a cliff face here. It just cliffs right off to the south. There's like mist or fog or whatever below the cliff. Can't see very far down, but I also can't jump down. There's a couple buried items here. Some more just general eye candy, bushes, rocks, cacti, or whatever. Okay, so now I'm on the southwest corner, which is pretty close to the southeast corner, pretty close to the east exit, but there's a slightly raised part of the ground there that I can't jump up onto from down here. So heading west around that, I see that there's a gap between the raised platforms, which I can go from south to north through. And so this is just a small surrounded area, surrounded by some of these higher platforms. In the surrounded area, there's some buried items, which I can't get, and then on the far wall here, there's a crack in the mountainside, which I can go in with Paper Mario. And I obtained mushrooms X3. He just kind of went in and came back out with the mushrooms. Let's send him back in again. Comes back out with nuts ×2. Okay, I'll send him in again. Screen just shakes a little bit. Came back out with shell gloves. Okay, when is the monster going to attack me? Goes in, comes out, seems very disappointed. Okay, I guess that was that. I don't know what the shell gloves are. Let's take a look. The gear. Shell gloves. No special effects. But I can equip it on Luigi in place of the dirt cheap wear because it's better defense. It's plus 13, so I can wear gloves and no pants, and that is better defense. Makes sense. Let's do that. That brings Luigi's defense up to 37. Mario's defense, by the way, is only 26 at the moment. So that's pretty goofy. A very strange hole there. Alright, so walking back south through the gap between the raised platforms, and then west around the platforms. Okay, now I'm kind of in the center of the desert here, center of the screen. Walking west. Some spinies. Ah, I've been hit in the back by a spiny. And that tripped Paper Mario, but Paper Mario just got right back up because I guess he's fast. Let me take a look at the, I keep calling these Chivos because I don't remember what they're called in game. Okay, so the obvious missing ones here at the moment are Expert 3D Red Shell and Expert Fire Flower, which are to get 5 excellence in a row with a Fire Flower and 3D Red Shell Bros attacks. It's Dodging, which is just dodge attacks. There's Dodge Counterattack Enthusiast, which is to kill with counterattacks. Dodge Enthusiast, I'm 73 out of 100, so almost there. Counterattack Enthusiast, I'm 37 out of 200, so I'm not almost there. Airplane Challenge I completed. Goomba Dodge, Paper Goomba Dodge, Paper Paratroopa Dodge, Bitty Bud Dodge, Spiny Dodge. Those are all done. It's just attack 5, dodge 5 of respective attacks in a row. It seems like it's probably going to have that for every enemy, but... I don't know what else I can really go for, just generally. Under the special category, we have Super Mario, which is defeat all enemies in one turn as Mario. Super Luigi, which is defeat all enemies in one move as Luigi. And Super Paper Mario, defeat all enemies in one move as Paper Mario. That one I actually have. Modest Bros, use Bros attack 50 times, which I have 7 of. Beginner Trio, use Trio attacks 3 times, which I have 1 of. So I should use those more. Lucky Star, 16 out of 30, lucky hits. Item Buffet, use all items in the game at least once. I forgot about this one, but it'll be fine. I certainly don't have all items in the game at the moment, so... It doesn't even have like a list to keep track. Coin Enthusiast, collect a total of 2,000 coins. I have 416, so this must mean from battles, because I definitely have more than 416 in my pocket right now. There's an achievement called Head Start, which seems to be a successor to Fresh Start. Start 100 battles with an advantage by stopping, hammering, or dashing into enemies. Oh. Well, I'm at 26 out of 100. We'll get that eventually. Flicker. Defeat 100 paper enemies with fire. I've done that 0 times, apparently. 10 birds with 1 stone. Defeat 10 or more enemies with a single attack. Okay. There's one for dealing 100 damage with a single attack. Been in 50 battles in a row without fleeing. I'm at 35 already, because I've never fled. Win 100 battles avoiding enemy attacks with assist turned off. I'm at 30 out of 100. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing that... Well, aside from using trios and bros moves, there's nothing that I really need to do that badly. So, let's use the hammer with Paper Mario. Attacking both Spinies. 4 damage to each of them and flips them over. And then I'm going to use Bros attack with Mario. 3D Red Shell, which does attack both of them, I hope. Okay, Mario. Luigi failed. Okay, good job. They're at 0 row with that. Okay, the Spinies are attacking. Got one of them. Was lucky. Got another one. Okay. Luigi, Fire Flower. Luigi, Luigi, Mario, Luigi. Favorite time. Excellent, they're both dead. Wait, but I didn't get Super Luigi despite defeating them both. So I guess it's because I attacked with Paper Mario. We'll have to see about that. Okay, I'm on like basically the dead center of the screen now. There's another plus sign of these flowers. Oh, this is a different flower that I've bloomed by flipping these over. The other ones were like red flowers. These ones are like Yellow, white flowers? I don't know. Okay. Continuing this direction. To the east, there's just a circle here with some cacti and rocks. Some more east, there seems to be like a small sinkhole with a... just... I don't know, it's just cardboard. It's just like a cardboard rock lying flat on the ground, which is low enough that if I walk towards it, you can hear my characters jumping up on top of it. They're doing that without me actually pressing the jump button. That's like a half tile high. Hammering it seems to do nothing. Charging into it seems to do nothing aside from me jumping up on it. Okay, well, I dashed into this spiny, and that caused me to take damage at the start of the battle. That's interesting. Okay. There's no, like, do-nothing action other than using items. If I wanted to try to go for Super Mario... I don't have that many items. I think I've used a mushroom in battle before. So if I'm trying to use every item at least once... You know, in theory I could just dump something else right now, but... Seems not worth it. Let's go back. Maybe I could jump? I'm gonna jump with Paper Mario. Miss. 1 damage. And by that, I mean... Oh. Spiny attacks Luigi by crawling at it, so Luigi has to jump over. It seems like Paper Mario didn't lose any copies, interestingly. I still have 6 despite jumping on the Spiny Goomba. Spiny. It's just a Spiny. Well, whatever. 3D red shell with Mario. I'll see if I can do this successfully. And Luigi, and I'm too slow. Really bad at that one. Okay, well, Luigi's turn. Fire Flower. Luigi's throwing fire flowers. Mario's throwing fire. Luigi's throwing fire. Paper Mario cheering in the background. It's fever time. Excellent. It did not kill them. Expert Fire Flower, 15 points. Okay, that was 5 in a row of those, though, so that's good. Okay, well, Paper Mario's turn. Spinies are both still alive. Attack both of them with the hammer. 4 damage to each. They've been flipped over. 3D red shell. Really bad at this. Mario. Luigi a little bit earlier. Mario. Oh. They were both dead, so the shell just went off into the distance. That is a bit of a shame. Seems gonna be pretty hard for me to get that one, but I should focus on making it happen because eventually I'm gonna get better Rose moves and want to use those instead. Okay, so I'm running back to the west here so that I can hit the health block that was at the start of the screen in order to get my BP back, because I've used quite a bit of it. I say used. Wasted quite a bit of it. Okay, so if we head back east now, so this raised, like the raised platform, I run into that eventually, but there's like a dune that's flowing down, sand flowing down from east to west towards like the center of the desert here, the desert screen, which I can't seem to run up even if I'm dashing. And at the north of that, the raised platform continues on the north side, but there is once again a gap between the raised platforms. So this kind of puts me in the northeast corner of this screen, surrounded on the south by raised platform, on the north by a different raised platform that doesn't seem connected, and on the east and west by just mountains. There doesn't actually seem to be anything over here that I can do at the moment. So let's go back through that gap. Okay, to the west. Okay, to the north at the point where this raised platform is finally low enough that I can jump up onto it. So now I'm on the raised platform, and that was Nabbit we just saw. He started running off. At the top of the screen it says jump together with Y. So Nabbit just jumped over one of those gaps. And there's a sign here, let me read that. Jumping as a team. To cross a gap as a team, just press Y. Yeah, so instead of having to press A, B, Y in succession, like roll your thumb over the... or place it sideways and like try to jump them all together, you can just press Y and you all jump at the same time. It's kind of got a bit of a distance to it too because you flap your arms for a second. You can kind of hear it. Jump, land, jump, land, jump, land, jump, land, jump, land. That was like a normal Mario jump. Jump, land, jump, land. And then this is the same button that does the dash. Because once you land from the X jump, you start running in place, and then when you release that, if you're holding a direction, you start running. Which you can also jump while running with the X button, so that's useful. There were some spin flowers here, but I'm going to jump this gap. Nabbit is here waiting for us. We're trying to get closer. Oh, we dash into him, slide over, and he dodges under us. We try again. This time he dodges, but trips, and drops an item, but then runs off. You got a new bros attack, Drill Shell. Go to the battle guide to see how it works, or practice using it. Starlo says, goodness, that's the bros attack that Nabbit dropped. He must have stolen it from Peach's castle. If we catch him again, I bet we can recover even more bros attacks. We gotta get to Bowser's castle eventually, but for now, let's keep the heat on Nabbit. Okay, so Nabbit ran off to the east. Let's start running. There's some more spin flowers here. Okay, we're starting to head south now. There's a line of coins. We're passing those dunes. Jump up to a raised thing, pass a spiny, jump over that other gap on the east side, and Nabbit runs off the east side of the screen. Okay, so we chase Nabbit all the way to the exit here. I'm not going to go through yet because there are some spinies that I skipped, but there's a coin block here, or item block, question block. It just has 5 coins in it.
Here we go.
And there's a spiny. I managed to hit it with a hammer. Very cool. Okay, Paper Mario's attack. Let's use the trio. Trio Racket. Out comes the gigantic hammer, which we smash them with. They become paper and stick to the wall. And here we go. Hit, 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 hit. Running back. Hit, hit, super hit. Excellent. Destroys the wall and all the spinies. Very cool. You like go to another scene when those happen. Did 16 and 20 damage respectively. I don't know why it did different amounts of damage, but I guess it's just based on who the ball hit and the different racket smacks. Or something. Okay, running back a little bit, there's another spiny.
Here we go.
Doesn't look like I got that one with a preemptive, but that's alright. Paper Mario's turn. I'm going to use the trio racket once again. Smash them with a giant cardboard hammer. They stick to a wall that appears out of nowhere. And it's Luigi's serve. Stepping back. And big hit. Smash. Excellent. Alright, and then back to the reality. 23 and 10 damage. It actually didn't kill both of them, but I just got an achievement for Beginner Trio for using 3 total trio attacks. So let's hit this spiny with Mario's hammer. Excellent. 7 damage. It's still not dead. Jump on it with Luigi. Critical. Critical. Excellent. Now it's dead. I guess I could have looked into the drill. I'm not sure who actually got it, if it was Mario or Luigi. But that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna head back north just a little bit here to see if there's any possible way that I can get to this platform. It looks a little bit too far away. The one in the far north. I don't see a way to jump to it. Okay, so back to the east, south past the dunes, jump up this platform, well, east over this other gap, and then east to the exit for the screen. Perhaps I should have gone back and... Nabbit's behind us after we went through the screen transition. Jumps through us, freaks us out, starts hopping like crazy, and runs off to the southeast. Okay, so we're in a new screen. This one's pretty large again. Another desert screen. This one's got, I guess, the west side is mostly lower ground, and then there's like a north raised part, and then the whole like east half is raised as well. First things first, there seems to be a spiny kind of close to the entrance here. I'm trying my darndest to hit with a hammer, but it's running away successfully. Alright, we got it. 2 spinies. Okay, trio attack. Do I need... Maybe I should check if that unlocked any new... Okay. Expert drill shell and excellent drill shell. So 5 excellence in a row, or 1 excellent in a row. Oh yeah, expert trio racket. 5 in a row. Okay. And I want to see if there's... Yeah, okay. Use trio tracks 50 times. So I'm at 3 and I need back in 50. Okay. That seems to be all the new ones. Paper Mario doesn't have enough BP, actually, to use 2 more trio attacks, but it does have enough to use 1 more, so I guess I might as well. I don't want to blow this. Okay, out comes the hammer, bottom them out, stick them to the new wall, and Luigi's serve once again. Step back. Ah, I messed it up. God dang it. Everyone's very depressed. Well, I killed one of them. Spiny jumps up and tries to attack Paper Mario. Paper Mario just jumps over it. Mario's turn. Use the hammer. Excellent. 7 damage, it's dead. 18 XP. Mario levels up from 5 to 6, and that fills the last light on the mushroom rank. Rank up to shell rank. We see rank up in big text on the top screen. Underneath that is a symbol of a shell. Underneath that is Mario waving to the imaginary crowd, I guess, with a very happy look on his face. Left to right, left to right. He's standing on a platform. The background is very sparkly and blue. And underneath Mario, there is a list of circles. The first one has a mushroom in it. The second one has a shell in it. The third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh are blank. So there seems to be 5 more ranks after shell rank that are indicated here. The bottom screen says, "Congratulations, rank up bonus. You can improve your rank by leveling up, and each time you reach a new rank, you'll receive a rank up bonus. Rank up bonuses make your character stronger, but there's a limit to how many you can earn. Choose wisely." I see. Wait. Oh. Well, here they are. Gear slot +1 gives you an extra gear slot. HP up plus. Gives you an extra 2 HP every time you level up. Only one bro can select this rank up bonus. Extra 2 HP every time you level up. Okay. BP up. Gives an extra 1 BP every time you level up. Only one bro can select this rank up bonus. Defense up. Gives you an extra 1 defense every time you level up. Only one bro can select this rank up. Stash up. Gives you an additional 1 stash every time you level up. Only one bro can select this rank up bonus. Those are the 5. So I don't know if there's others that will show up later, but this is a bit of a quandary, huh? I mean, gear slot +1 seems like a safe choice because it's not blocking other characters out, and it also seems like something that I would want. I wonder I wonder if you can stack the other ones though, because gear slot +1, I feel like you would have to be able to stack to get gear slot +2 or whatever. But if I HP up plus, for example, that would lock the other characters out, I guess, of HP plus. But then maybe Mario could get like HP up plus or something at a later rank. I'm not sure. I don't have any particularly amazing gear that the extra gear slots would be useful for at the moment, but here's the thing. If there's 5 more ranks, and I feel like more than, well, I was gonna say I feel like more than 3 gear slots doesn't make much sense to exist, but it's perhaps the case that you can only wear 1 pair of trousers, 1 pair of gloves, but then as many accessories as you can hold. But honestly, I think it's probably most likely that it's just 3 gear slots and you have to unlock them all. What's interesting is that means that there's got to be more. I don't know, because it's like if one single character took all 4, like snagged all 4 of these stat bonuses, then they would still be left with 2 ranks to finish the gear slots. But then the other characters would be just gear slots. That would be all that they could get. It's like, wait, what? But here's the other thing, is that the gear slots aren't useful for me right now. However, these other things are more useful the earlier that I get them. My thoughts right now are BP should probably go on Paper Mario, because Paper Mario's BP costs were higher in general already from the one that I have. Stash up should probably go to Luigi, since I've already kind of gone all in on that. Then defense and HP. HP, well, I guess neither of them should go to Paper Mario. So maybe I can split those between Mario and Luigi. So I'm thinking maybe right now I give Mario HP, and then you know, next time, once I feel like I actually have gear that's been blocked by my slot limitations, I can pick a gear up slot. Gear slot +1. And I'm sure this will make a bit more sense once I've done multiple ranks and multiple characters. Maybe there'll be other things that unlock. I'll, you know, find out if these can stack and so on and so forth. But we're going with HP up plus for Mario's shell rank. HP up plus gives you an extra 2 HP every time you level up. Only one bro can select this rank up bonus. Okay, the deed is done.
Let's go.
Alright. Level up. Level 6. HP plus 5. BP plus 1. POW plus 2. Def plus 1. Speed plus 2. Stash plus 2. Shell rank is 0 out of 6 lights. Okay. And there's another spiny. We will take you on immediately. Hit that with the hammer. And it's Paper Mario's turn. Paper Mario does not have enough BP to do anything, so I'm just gonna snarf some syrup. Nom nom nom. Plus 20 BP. Now it's Mario's turn. I'm gonna go for the 3D red shell. Pray to God that I don't screw it up again. Okay, Mario, Luigi, Mario, Luigi. Too early with Mario. I'm quite bad at this. Alright, they're attacking Luigi, Mario. Use the hammers to knock them back. Okay, it's Luigi's turn. I don't need... Oh, Luigi has Drill Shell. Let's give it a shot. Press B to launch, and then press A to drill down immediately when you're directly over an enemy. So this Drill Shell is like it's like a spiky, pointy shell, like a cone, like an upside-down cone or whatever. It's pink with little spikes coming out of it and like a drill spiral going down the drill. The picture has Mario holding Luigi, holding the drill. And then they jump, they turn upside down, and then they're over a Goomba in this picture. So again, press B to launch and then A to drill down when you're directly over an enemy. Once you connect, press B as many times as possible to deal the most damage. Let's practice it. Okay, press B. Jumps up on Mario. Press A when we're over it, and then mash B. We're drilling like crazy, and that destroyed the enemy. That one seems pretty easy, but I'm not sure how tricky the timing is. Okay, so Luigi pulls out the shell. Press B. He jumps up on Mario. Mario jumps into the air, and A. That drops him down, and then Luigi starts drilling like crazy. Well, it seems like the hardest part of this is possibly the timing on when Mario drops down, because it's unlike a jump where when you jump on an enemy, you just press A when you jump on, like when you hit the enemy, when you contact the enemy. In this case, you're kind of flying over the enemies, and when you press A, you just drop straight down onto them. So you have to like use your eyes or whatever. So let's attack one of these guys. B, A, and then mash. It's only hitting one of them. Total of 44 damage on a single spiny, which is definitely overkill. Excellent drill shell. Got some points for that. So yeah, that one's pretty easy. It wasn't an AoE though. However, I did notice that like half of those attacks, despite the drill, like single drill hits doing 1 damage each, some of them were lucky. So I wonder if that would make it very easy to get the achievement for a lot of lucky hits. Interesting. In any case, Paper Mario's turn. We use the hammer. Excellent. 7 damage to the spiny. I'm once again gonna go for 3D. Well, no, I shouldn't, because this guy's gonna die before I can finish it, and it's just a waste. I'm just gonna jump on him with Mario. 6/6 critical. Excellent. Plus 18 XP and some coins. Spiny's dead. Here we've got a triangle shape on the ground of 10 of these flip flowers. These are back to the red flowers. I'm not sure why I'm blooming these, but they're bloomed. Continuing east, there seems to be some spin flowers. Let's dash through those. It's just a path that goes up thing. There's just like a little bit of raised ground here that you could go above or below or on top of. Like to the north of it, to the south of it, or just on it. all of them just continue to the east. Or I could ignore this path altogether. This is like on the south part of the area. There's a super wide block here. P-L-L-M-P. P-L-L-M-P. 10 coins. Excellent. Some more buried items that I can't get. Some more cacti. Okay, continuing along the south wall. You know what, I'll save. I haven't done that in a while. Okay. So I'm in the southeast part of the lowered section of this screen. The east part is like all raised. And it does seem like there's a ramp here on the south wall up to that raised section. Nabbit is kind of right here by the ramp. Or maybe it's a staircase, I can't really tell from here. According to the map as well, in the far northeast corner of this screen, there appears to be a Lac 2 info center. There's a north exit that leads to, I presume, a snow area. It's kind of cut off on the east corner of this screen. There appears to be a Lac 2 info center. There's a north exit that leads to, I presume, a snow area. It's kind of cut off on the map right now. And then there's a south exit that just continues in the desert. But Nabbit's right here, so we're gonna chase after him, and he goes running up the stairs that I called a ramp, and he jumped way up on top of a platform that there was no way we were going to get on, that goes to that south exit. And then the staircase that I thought was a ramp that leads up to this raised section got these two even more raised cardboard platforms dropped on them by the characters that just flew in, which are Kamek and Paper Kamek. So now we can't go up that way. Kamek says, "Trying to save the princess, are you?" Well, it won't be so easy this time. Paper Kamek creates some magic, and more cardboard stuff starts falling from the sky, just changing the landscape of everything in this screen. Great. You like? I just whipped up those in my spare time, says Paper Kamek. What can I say? I'm a crafty henchman. Ehehehe. Plus, says Normal Kamek, you've got 2 armies of Bowser's minions to contend with. It's gonna be a long, hard slog to Bowser's castle. In fact, I doubt you'd make it there even if you spent the rest of your life trying. Your laugh is terribly annoying, says Paper Kamek. Greedy Kamek. At least it's not as bad as yours, ehehehe. Ehehehe, they both say. Okay, so I can't go up this way now on the south end. However, there's another staircase, like, just directly north of here. Which I also can't go up because at the top of it there's this really funky cactus. Ah! Huh? Okay, really funky cactus. It's got... I don't know, the bottom is just some grass, but then above it, it's like a sphere, and then on top of that sphere, there's an even bigger sphere, and on top of that, there's a flower. So it's kind of like the shape of a pokey, but it's not a pokey, it's just a cactus, but also it gets bigger as it goes up. But there's also only 2 segments. But if I hit the bottom segment, it hits it out. If I hit it with the hammer, it just like flies off to the east. But then it grows back, and if I hit the top segment when it's dropped down, nothing happens. So at the moment, I'm not sure how to get past this obstacle. But, because of all those cardboard platforms that were dropped by Kamek, I believe it has created a path that I can probably jump across from this south, like, little raised ramp thing to the north end of the screen, where there's also part of the raised area. But, before I do that, continuing on the lower area, there's more spinies down here. Okay. Paper Mario's turn. I'm gonna do a dumb again and jump on them to see if I can get Super Mario as a result. Oh, that one actually ruined one of my copies. Okay. Interesting. Rose attack, 3D red shell. Alright, Mario. Gonna shut up and just try to time this right. Nope. Still failed. Mario too early. Alright, they're attacking. Oh, they attacked Paper Mario, which I did not have the wherewithal to press the correct button for that, because they hadn't done that a single time yet, and then they followed up with an attack to Mario, which also got me because I wasn't expecting to fail the first part. Oh well. Luigi's turn. Let's use Drill Shell again. Why not? Jumps with Mario. Drops onto the thing. Mash to drill. Excellent. It's a bunch of hits. Total of 49 damage. Yahoo. Alright, Paper Mario's turn. I'm not going to copy because I want to save that for another battle. 2, 3. Attacks the remaining Spiny. That flips it over. Jump on it with Mario. 3. Oh no, 6, 6. Total 12. And I get Nut. And Luigi levels up. Luigi levels up from 5 to 6, and that gives him 5 lights in the mushroom rank. Rank up to shell rank. That has removed HP up plus from the selection. Or it has removed that from the selection. And I guess I'm going to choose Stash Up Plus, as I said I would. Gives an additional 1 stash every time you level up. Only one bro can select this rank up bonus. Alright, it is selected. Level 6, shell rank 0 out of 6 lights. HP plus 3, BP plus 1, POW plus 2, Def plus 2, Speed plus 2, Stash plus 4. Excellent. Stash is 37 now. I don't know how that compares to the other guys, but making some progress in the stash department, I see. Alright, so continuing north a little bit here. In the northeast corner of the lowered section. I'm gonna head west. There's an item block. 5 coins. Continuing west along the wall to the raised section, I see that there's a crevice that Paper Mario can go in. Screen shakes a little bit, and he comes out with 10 coins. Okay, I'm going to send him in again. Screen shakes a little bit. Comes back out with mushrooms, X3. Send him in again. Screen shakes a little bit. Comes back out with syrup jars, X3. Send him in again. Screen does not shake. He comes back out, looks disappointed, and just gets back in line. Alright, continuing west a little bit more. And I'm basically back at the entrance. Okay. We go south and then east, and now that I'm up on this, yeah, it's like a raised ramp. I have access to some of these. Oh, I just had a thought. I have access to some of these cardboard platforms. I wonder if these cardboard platforms have dropped in the previous room as well. Because on top of one of these cardboard platforms, there's a question block, which I definitely was not able to hit before these dropped. But I don't know if it was here, or if it dropped with the cardboard. I didn't really see. Because it would be a little weird, I guess, because the cardboard was dropping from the sky. I would have had to go through the question block if the question block was here to begin with. Unclear. So I'm not going to head back quite yet, but let's hit this. It's 5 coins. Okay. Jump from platform to platform, jump from platform to platform, jump from platform to platform. And this has taken us to the northwest corner. Now I'm on the raised section proper. Okay, there's a sign here. It says, climbing stairs. To climb a set of stairs, just press A, B, and Y in order. So the reason that this is relevant is because if I press Y, it's actually a shorter jump. So I can't get up this step that's immediately in front of me at the moment. But if I press A, it's a much higher jump. It's about twice the height. So jump, 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 and you get up. So the need to be able to do like an ordered jump with all 3 characters is still relevant. Crossing gaps, you can use X. Climbing stairs, you have to jump individually. Alright, there's a box up here, 5 coins. So now we're in the northwest corner. On this raised section, there's a spiny here. We'll smack that guy. 3 damage to each of them. Fill up my copies with Mario from 3 to 6. Paper Mario, that is. Mario's turn. Bros attack. 3D red shell. We try again. Okay. And excellent. Alright. And that only actually damages one of them, so I still don't get Super Mario, but it's fine. At least it was one excellent. I have to get 5 in a row, somehow. Okay, Drill Shell. I'm running low on BP with Luigi, so this is the last one I can do. Hopefully they don't, like, throw a boss at me anytime soon, but... You know, if I had to use items during fight to be able to use attacks, I can just do that. Spiny Shell pulls out the shell, jumps on Mario, Mario jumps, we drop on the Spiny, and we drill like crazy. I actually didn't get excellent on that. Why? Was it because I wasn't, like, centered on it? Is that what the difference was? I'm not sure. Okay. Another item block here. Mushroom X3. Proceeding east along this raised part. More flipped flowers. Again in a triangle pattern. This time it's the different white, yellow flowers. Continuing east a little bit more. I see on the back wall there is a rock with a button on it. A red button sticking out of the side of the rock. Starlo came out. We've stopped to look at it. Starlo says, "Oh, this reminds me. You know that hammer you've got?" Yes. You can use it by switching the action icon. Ah. This is the very first place in the game that this was actually relevant. Even though I've been doing it since Peach's Castle. It's fine. To do so, just press X... Oh, sorry. L or R. Yes. You can also tap it on the touchscreen. Or, you can tap the hammer icon on the lower screen. Yes. Okay. If you forget how to do it, take a look at the guide to refresh your memory. Okay, swing the hammer with A, hit the button, and the button causes... it causes the ground to raise here in front of me a little bit. And the reason that was needed was because these cardboard platforms that were dropped down were too high to jump on. But now I can jump onto this raised platform, like rock that came up out of the ground, and then jump from those to the cardboard platforms. But first, there's a coin block over here. Coins in it. Okay. So jump up on the rock with all 3 characters, jump up on the cardboard with all 3 characters. I think this has got like cardboard cacti on it. Cute. Okay. And now we're over that, and we're officially on the east raised section of this screen. Is it spiny? Okay. Paper Mario's turn. I'm just gonna attack with the hammer. And I'm bad, but that's fine. Still flip them all over. Jump on with Mario. 6, 6. Instead. Luigi's turn. 6, 6. Instead. 18 XP. And some coins. Okay, heading south a little ways along the, I guess, edge between the raised section and the lowered section. I'm now on the east side of the funky cactus, which I can also use my hammer to hit this middle segment out to the west. But doesn't do anything yet again. Continuing south, I'm now to the point where the cardboard was blocking me off initially. Going east to where Nabbit ran, I see that there is a rock in the ground that is the same like color and texture as the one that raised when I hit the red switch earlier, which would allow me then to jump up on this raised platform and then head south towards the exit to this screen. Conveniently, just north of that rock, there is a red switch, which I will now hit with the hammer. Oh, except before I did it, Nabbit popped out from behind the rock and stole my hammers. My hammers are now in Nabbit's possession, and he is running off to the north. Nabbit stole your hammers. Go get them back. Ready? Start! Okay, so we're chasing after Nabbit. He's dropping spiky balls, but also here and there coins and mushrooms. I'm chasing after him, trying to avoid the spiky balls. I just ran into one. Just kind of going in circles around the center of this raised area where there's like a cactus formation. I see that it seems that if I slow down to get these coins, there's no way I'll ever catch up to him. But whenever he turns, he's like running in a giant square here. Whenever he turns, seems like that's my chance. Yes, okay, so I dashed into him and got Paper Mario's hammer back. Nabbit is looking very stressed, shaking his head back and forth, sweat drops flying in all directions. Okay, hops up, back to business. Alright, running away again. Nabbit still has some of your stuff. Keep catching him to get the rest back. Okay. We've gone south a little ways here. He's now running a circle around this. Oh. Yeah, okay, back to the north. He's basically just got a wider, taller path now. There's another kind of circular, just raised mound. Just chasing him around, just chasing him around. I can slide tackle. Slide tackle, okay. We got Luigi's hammer back. Oh, and then he jumped off the raised section back into the western lowered section. Last one, go get Mario's hammer back. Alright. Back to these... Ow. Back to these cardboard platforms. We're chasing him. He's doing the platforming. We're doing the platforming. He's jumping off. There's like a button? Is that my springboard, maybe? I'm not sure what that was about. But it seems like there's a loop here where... Oh, I just kind of ran into him. Got the hammer. So yeah, we were just using the cardboard platforms, jumping around. He jumped off at some point. Got Mario's hammer back. He also dropped a spaceship. You've now recovered all the hammers that Nabbit stole. And yeah, he holds up a spaceship. Mario does, that is. You got a new bros attack, Rocket Blast. A little spaceship item. Go to the battle guide to see how it works or practice using it. Nabbit's still looking stressed over here. Cleared! And Nabbit once again runs off to the south. Okay, so we're back up at by that red switch, despite that definitely not being where we were a moment ago. And hit that with the hammer, and indeed, that stone platform is raising, so now I can take that south exit. But first, let's continue exploring this raised section. Because this mound has some spin flowers on it, and a question block. There's like a spiny... Whoops, which I just jumped on. Good job. We all take 1 damage by running straight into it. Use the hammer with Paper Mario. 5, 6. Excellent. 4 damage to each of them. And it is now time to use Rocket Blast. The rocket will take Mario and Luigi high up in the air before they jump off. To stomp, press each character's button just as he lands on the enemy. If both bros stomp the enemy, the rocket will fire at the end. Aim the rocket by sliding left and right on the circle pad. Do one loop and then aim right in the middle of where your enemies are standing. God. Okay, let's just practice this and see if I can make any sense of this explanation for you guys. Okay, Mario holds out a giant rocket. It's like twice his size. Press A, he throws it between. 3, 2, 1. Shroom! Flies up into the sky. We come down. Mario comes down, Luigi comes down, and I failed whatever that was. Okay, let's try it again. Just go up off the top of the screen. Mario flies down, Luigi flies down. Oh, I see. And then... once Luigi lands, he starts blasting off to the right. And I tried to loop, and I did a loop, and I went straight down, but I hit behind the target here. It's pretty far away, actually. Luigi, Mario, okay. I missed again. Don't really know how to describe how I failed that. 3, 2, 1, blast off. Luigi, Mario. Okay, and then I hit the target that time. So yeah, once you get control of the rocket, it kind of blasts off to the right side, a bit of an angle. And if you hold left, it starts turning you over until you start going down again. There's an arrow on screen that points you to where the group of enemies is, so that you can kind of Mario, Luigi, rocket, and I'm gonna aim. Okay, and I went a bit too... I went past it to the left and then overshot again to the right. But I have an idea of how this works now, so let's just try to implement it for real. One other tricky thing is that when you go off screen and come down, you don't know if it's going to be Mario Luigi or Luigi Mario. So not only do you have to like time the hits, you also have to figure out what order you're doing them in. And once again, this seems to be targeted at a single enemy, so I'm not sure if that's like you get an AoE if the rocket hits, or if it's like literally just a single enemy. But let's see, it's lifting off. Spinies are here. Luigi, Mario. And I hit the other Spiny with the rocket because the jumps killed the first one. Excellent rocket blast. 5 points. No, there's one Spiny left. It didn't die from that rocket explosion, but the first Spiny died just from the jumps alone. So Luigi's turn, it's still flipped over. Jump, jump. That's 6, 6, 12. And it's dead. Okay. So we're like at the north face here. There seems to be what looks like you know, waterfall of sand. You might call it a sand fall, but that sounds weird. It's not moving though, so I'm not sure if this is just a sand wall or what, but it's here. I can't really seem to interact with it at all. It's just flowing down from off the top of the screen on the north side. Continuing east all the way into the far northeast corner. There is one more set of flowers that I can bloom here by hitting them with the hammer. Still not sure if there's more to these or not, but it's alright. There's 2 blocks over here. It's 5 coins. 1 coin. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Repeated block. Okay. Jump up those steps. There's another bit of a like little dune here that goes into the northeast corner if you were to slide down that. But it's fine. Let's head back south. jump up that platform that got raised by the button, and then head south to the next screen. Okay, we look to the right, and the camera pans way right, and we see Bowser's Castle. Okay, back to Mario Luigi. Paper Mario. This is like a long screen. If we think of it, if we look at the map, it's like wide from east to west and kind of short from north to south. It looks like generally the elevation just raises as you go from west to east. On the east end there's a bridge that like heads towards Bowser's Castle, I guess. On the west side there appears to be water. I don't know if that's an oasis or if that's just like, you know, the lowest point, so that's where all the water ends up. Maybe it's like the ocean or whatever. Probably not though, because there's two exits to the south, one in the middle and one all the way over there in the southwest. And then there's also an exit on the east side and of course the north side that I just came from. So we're kind of in the middle of the screen now, where we start. On the north end, but the north and south aren't very far apart. There's a sign here. It says Bowser's Castle, east. Okay. There's a bunch of cardboard. I'm gonna actually head west briefly here, because there's just a cardboard with cardboard platform with some blocks on it. Some coin block. Actually, that was the only block. Some cactus. Hitting it does nothing. Okay, going south. Okay, so I guess I can consider myself in the east half of this room because cutting me off from going like lowering my elevation and going west, there's fence and then some rocks and then some more fence that kind of blocks me, but between the rocks and the fence here is another one of those giant stone cubes. So if I could destroy this, I would be able to go past and then start heading west. But at the moment, I don't have access. Directly north of that stone block, there's some more flowers that I can bloom. Oh, I actually got some coins from them. This time. But hitting them more isn't doing anything. Not sure. Okay, so if I head east a little bit, I see Nabbit again. Oh, I can actually go south. I can take this south exit, but it seems like I should probably try to head towards Bowser's Castle. Okay, some coins here on a mound. Nabbit's just sitting here jumping and spinning in place. I'm not sure what he's doing, but in the middle of the screen, let's get closer to him. Okay, he's running away. Fine. Instead of chasing him, I'm going to go north real quick, because there's another set of cardboard boxes here that I can jump up on. Okay, and then along the north wall here, I'm once again blocked by a giant stone cube. So I'm going to jump down from there and chase Nabbit. So it looks like at this point there's just a sand dune that's flowing from east to west, and there's some cardboard platforms that I can jump on to go up the dune instead of sliding down. So we'll chase Nabbit by going up these one at a time. Okay, we've gotten to the top, and down from the sky is dropping a Pokey and a Paper Pokey, which destroyed all of those cardboard platforms. We went down the dunes, went up a ramp, flew over the fence, and now we're in the lower section on the west side of the screen. Starla says, I got sand in my mouth, gross! Luigi is face down on the ground, Mario is face down on the ground, but he just got up. Paper Mario slammed right into another one of these stone cubes, but fluttered off of it. Luigi is still hecking dead. Starlo says, I guess we have to go back the way we came. What a pain. Alright, stand up. Let's go. Luigi pulls his head out of the ground. Stands up. And we're back in business. But we are kind of surrounded. The north and the east is raised. The south has got cactus and rocks, and the west has got one of these stone cubes. Seems like the only way out of this situation is by destroying this stone cube. The hammer has done nothing, but Mario's stopped and said ... He tries to hit it again. He tries to hit it again. He tries to hit it again. Luigi joins. They're both hitting it now. Paper Mario joins. They're all just smacking away at this thing. Nothing is happening. They seem to have stopped. Luigi has an idea. Mario is discussing. Paper Mario's just looking at them. Okay, they've hit their hammers in succession. And they've done it again more quickly. They're doing it in a pattern. Paper Mario has an idea. He's jumping. He's trying to tell them something. Okay, we've lined up Mario, Luigi, Paper Mario. From left to right, Mario, Luigi, Paper Mario. Did you guys just think up a new move? That's what it looked like to me. If you ever want to practice it, just talk to me. I'll help you out. Use the trio hammer by pressing A, B, Y in order. Okay, well, I have the hammer selected with Mario. I can press A, B, Y. A, B, Y. Oh! Okay, so if you do it too slowly, Luigi will just jump. But if while you're using the hammer, you press B, Luigi jumps up on Mario's head and uses the hammer. And then if while you're doing that, you press Y, Paper Mario jumps up on top of that and does a devastating crush. However, I'm currently not standing next to the block, so nothing has happened. I will talk to Starlo, though. Would you like to practice? Sure. Fine. Switch the action icon to the hammer, and then press A, B, Y to use Trio Hammer. Use Trio Hammer to destroy large objects, or flip things over. Okay. There was a practice, but I actually don't think I need it. Alright. A, B, Y. Oh! Okay, no, that was a little different. Once I was up against the wall, Mario used his hammer, and since it hit the wall, the hammer was above his head instead of being on the ground in front of him. So, when Luigi used the hammer, he didn't jump up on top of Mario. He just hit Mario's hammer from behind him. And then, once again, Paper Mario hit Luigi's hammer into Mario's hammer, into the stone block with the power of paper, and it destroyed the stone block. You learned new move, Trio Hammer. Instructions for how to use it have been added to the guide. Okay. Wowzers, Trio Hammer packs quite a punch. Though, do you suppose it does anything besides break stuff? We're looking over the various things on the screen. We looked at one of those cardboard stones that was lying flat on the ground. Now we're looking at one of these triangles of unbloomed flowers. Starlo says, like, trying to use it to flip stuff over? By the way, you can always check out the guide for more info about the Trio Hammer to practice using it. Okay. So, again, I'm on this western section now. I'm gonna leave this small enclosed area, and there's a triangle of unbloomed flowers. I'm gonna try to use this Trio Hammer, and it just bloomed all of them all at once because there's a giant impact on the ground, I guess. I'm at the water's edge now. Going west a little bit more. There's a coin block here, 5 coins. Jumped up on some cardboard platforms. There are more stone cubes, so let's break that. Trio hammer, break 2 stone cubes to get over to the far west over here, where there's a block that has a 1-up mushroom in it. And then across the water, I can take this bridge to get to this little island here. Just got coin block, 5 coins. Coin block, 5 coins. Coin block, many coins. And then we've got some more water that I can't cross, but we do have this yellow pole with a red cap on it that we were seeing back in the plains on both sides of the water here, which would take me further to the west, right by the exit on the screen there. We can't do that, so let's cross back over this bridge. Jump back over this cardboard, head back east. Now we see this small-ish cardboard stone. I say smallish, it's about the length of, well, like Mario, Luigi, and Paper Mario lined up. If we're all standing on top of it together, we pretty much span the length of it. It's basically square-shaped. It's not a square, but it's like basically square-shaped in terms of like its dimensions. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna first try by going on top of it and using the trio hammer. That did nothing. Okay, so now we're gonna go beside it and use the trio hammer. That flipped it over, and out comes 50 coins. Excellent. Okay, so there were a ton of those. Okay, so heading back east. Oh, and then there's also these buried spots now. Try to use the trio hammer next to one of those. Oh, that was nearby, but now let's try to use it directly on top of one. That still has done nothing, as far as I can tell. Just kind of using it around and near these buried spots, but nothing's coming out. Okay, this is the stone cube that was keeping us from getting to this section earlier. It's now broken. Let me save my game. I'm now back on the east half of this map. I can't go back up the dunes because the Pokies destroyed the cardboard platforms that were letting us up. But I can go to the north here along the north wall, jump up to where these stone blocks were. Destroy those. And then proceed along the north wall on this like raised section to try and get over to where they were. Some spin flowers, dash through those. Cool, get some coins from that. Alright, some more stone blocks. Trio hammer, destroy those. Alright, I'm now in the northeast corner of the map, the screen. What I can see from here, there's a raised platform that I can't jump up to because it's too high, and on top of that platform, there is a large green pipe, which seems to have a cap of some sort on top of it. It's blue, and it looks like it might have, like, shoe footprint symbols on them. I imagine if I stand on there, I will probably just ride down like an elevator or something. That's what it looks like. In front of this raised platform with the pipe on it, there is yet another stone platform that seems like it would raise somehow. But currently it's in the ground, so no good there. In front of that, there's yet another triangle of these unbloomed flowers. So let's bloom those all together with the trio hammer. Oh, and they gave us coins. All of them did. Interesting. Okay, and now we're at the top of the dune. The Pokies aren't here. And to the east is a bridge, which I'm walking across now. Oh, and there's the Pokies. They're like in the background. This bridge is just crossing over, you know, bottomless, sightless, nameless nothing. It's just fog. But in the background here, there are 2 Pokies, which, of course, attack the bridge, and we have fallen. Off the bridge, into the nameless nothing. Seems to be a very dark, cave-like area. Mario is on his face. Luigi is literally in the ground face first, because there's still sand down here. Paper Mario is flat on the ground. Starlo says, "Oh, come on, waylaid again? How are we ever gonna make it to Bowser's Castle at this rate?" Golly. Okay, looking around. We see... Oh, so this is the Doop Doop Dune Grottos. There's like some water, some weird enemies around. It didn't give me much time to look at it, unfortunately. Alright, everybody, up, up, up. Luigi pops out. Mario stands up. Paper Mario's good to go. Let's put on our thinking caps, fellas. Okay, so we look over to the east. There's a much higher part of this little cavern here. And what we see is the 2 Pokies. But since we've fallen quite some ways, we're looking at the bottom of the Pokies, the Pokey and the Paper Pokey. And, you can only imagine these guys have like hundreds of segments or something. They're just going straight off the top of the screen. Just segments on segments on segments. There's like 6 on screen right now. Those 2 clearly aren't going to let us pass without a fight. So we're going to have to take the fight to them. But they're way up there and we're down here. If only we had a way to jump really high. Well, mull it over. In the meantime, let's explore this area for anything that might help us get back on track. Alright. There is a health block right here, which I'm going to tap now. All HP and BP restored. I'm going to save my game. And this is where we're going to pick it up tomorrow, or whenever. This is a good stopping place. We have fallen into the deep, deep dunes. Deep, deep... What were they called? What does the map say? I don't know how to get a name for my current area. Well, whatever, it's fine. Deep Doop Dunes is what I'm gonna call it until I forget. Okay. Good progress, I think. Got a new move that I can't go back and use at the moment because I'm trapped, but there were definitely a lot of places to use it. Got some bro moves. Very much failed to use the red shell attack many times. That is kind of sad. And you get 5 excellence in a row somehow. It's gonna be tricky. But it's alright. I did skip doing some of the... back at the Lakitu Info Center, there were quote-unquote hard modes for a handful of the Toad challenges that I didn't go back and do. I wanted to save them until I got to a different info center, because I assumed that there would be others, to see if the quests were per area, per info center or whatever, or if they are just... you just get more as you make progress through the game. So, we'll see what happens. But yeah, enough talking for one day. Shall call it here. Thanks for stopping in, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.